Hello students, Master NEET at Bio4U presents Biology 360. Biology 360, in this what our target is, each and every student appearing for NEET should target 360 marks in biology. Now how to get? I will be helping you. Now I present you a series 1A in which we will talk about genetics numerical. Yes, you heard right. In bio, there are certain segments which has numericals and most of the students find it difficult. I will bring all the different types of numericals for you, solve it, give the tricks so that those segments do not remain difficult for you. I am Professor Sushil Mishra. Let's proceed. Yes, first question, what I have seen that pedigree analysis maximum student fumble. Now remember how to approach for such question. I always advise student to go for reverse way. Reverse in the sense elimination method. Now look at the chart. You have four options: X-linked dominant, autosomal dominant, X-linked recessive, autosomal recessive. Now parents are not having disease, but the children are having disease. It means it cannot be a dominant disease. Parent not having disease and children having disease, so it is sure that it is not a dominant. So that means option number 1 and option number 2 is out now. Let's further analyze. If you happen to see here, mother is having disease and son is not having the disease. If mother has a disease and son does not have a disease, that means it could not be X-linked recessive. But if remember, if mother has a disease for an X-linked recessive, then by default his son has to have a disease. So by this I can easily say that option number 3 is also out. If 3 options are eliminated, then by default the answer is fourth option, autosomal recessive. I hope you are clear with this. I have gone by elimination method. I have eliminated 3 options, so my answer was fourth option. Let's go for next question. In a plant, height is controlled by 2 polygenes. When I say 2 polygenes, that means 2 pair of polygenes are there which are controlling the height. Tallest plant has a height of 56 cm and the height of shortest plant is 30 cm. Find the height of plant having genotype A, small b. Now how to analyze this? Now remember, polygenic gene shows cumulative and quantitative effect. Cumulative and quantitative effect means height depend upon number of dominant gene. So how to go for it? Now remember, when they had given you the height for shortest plant, that means shortest plant has 0 dominant, so every plant will have a fixed height of 30 cm. Tallest plant has 4 dominant, that means additional height due to 4 dominant gene is 56 minus 30, because 30 is a fixed quantity which will be there even if there is no dominant. So that's why we did 56 minus 30, we get 26. That means for each dominant factor, height increases by 26 by 4, that is 6.5 centimeter. So each dominant contribute for 6.5 centimeter. Now for our requirement is capital A, capital B, small b. That means there are 2 dominant. So if there are 2 dominant, fixed height will be there along with 2 dominant. So 2 dominant contribute for 2 into 6.5 plus the fixed height, that is 30. So total it comes out to be, yes, right, 43 centimeter. So how to approach such problem? First, always try to find what is a contributing factor for one dominant gene. Once you are thorough with that, what is a contributing factor for one dominant gene, then you can easily calculate whatever answer is there. But please never forget to add up the minimum value. The minimum value is that value where to you find in shortest plant. Let's go for next question. 2 genes A and B on a same chromosome show 20% crossover. Again, very important question. crossover, linkage concept. Many times this such question come in the exam, so be careful. You can also see my linkage video. Your more concept will get clear with respect to such question. Let's proceed. Then what will be the percentage of gamete capital A small b for the plant having genotype capital A capital B slash small a small b in cis configuration? Now question is very easy, but there are certain new terms which students get confused. First, in cis configuration means on one chromosome there is capital A capital B, and on other chromosome there is small a small b. See the slash. One side whatever is there, that is part of one chromosome. Other side whatever is there, that's a part of second chromosome. So this is the combination. Now when they form gametes, so there are four possibility of gamete: capital A capital B, small a small b, capital A small b, small a small capital B. Now see the yellow one, the gametes, these are recombinant, mean they will be formed only by crossing over. But here they had told that crossing over is only 20%. That means the yellow part only contribute for 20%. That means capital A small b or small a capital B together contribute 20%. But for us they had just asked capital A small b. Matlab out of these two only one they had asked. So if two are 20, then each will be definitely 10%. So my answer becomes fourth option, 10%. So remember, whatever recombination percentage they had given, the recombinant gamete will be only that many percentage. And if there are recombinant variety 2, that means they will get equally distributed among it. So the two were 20%, so each are 10%. Let's move on to next question. On same concept, two genes small a and small b are linked and there is 10% recombination. Then types and proportion of gamete by the plant having genotype capital A small a capital B small b will be. Now they had told that A and B are linked. That means small a small b will have more tendency to remain together. They will cross over only for 10%. Right? So let's go for gamete analysis. Now if I go for gamete analysis, again there are four types of gamete: capital A capital B, small a small b. These are parental variety. Recombinant varieties are capital A small b or small a capital B. Now they had told that recombination percentage only 10%. That means these two gametes together contribute for 10%. So if I go for each of them, they will be definitely 5%. Yes or no? If they are 5%, so what about other two gametes, that is parental combination? Yes, they will be 45%. So actual my answer becomes is AB 45, small a small b 45, capital A small b 5%, small a capital B 5%. So that become my answer. Let's move on to next question. Again, please mark such question as important. In across in Drosophila, the heterozygous member with a gray body plus B, that means dominant, and long vestigial wings, V plus again dominant, was crossed with black body and vestigial wing, that means recessive. Always write it down. Dominant combination and recessive combination is crossed. The progeny had following ratio: gray vestigial, black long, gray long, and black vestigial. What is the frequency recombinate in population? Recombinant frequency they had asked us. So what I will do, first of all, I will find out how many total offsprings are there. So if I sum up 24, 126, 26 and 124, I get 300. That means there are total 300 offspring. Out of that, how many are recombinant? Let's try to find out. So what is recombinant here? See, gray body and long is a parental combination. Black body and vestigial, again a parental combination. So non-parental combination is gray vestigial 24, black long 26. These are non-parental combination, that is recombinant. So if I sum up them, they come out to be, yes, 50. Now if I want to go for crossover unit or recombination percentage, 50 out of 300 into 100 if I do, I get 16.7%. So whatever recombinant is there upon total into 100 always gives you recombinant frequency. So here comes out to be 16.7. So my answer is second option. Hope I'm clear.